These wildfires come with stress for the whole family. For those who have evacuated or are on evacuation alert, or even for anyone who can smell the smoke, it's common to feel anxious. Janine Hubbard is a registered psychologist in St. John's, and she joins us in the studio now to talk more about this. Good morning.
Good morning, Jen.
Thank you for being here.
Well, thanks for covering this, because I think there's a lot of people feeling the stress.
Myself included, even
Likewise.
though I'm not in the direct area. But first of all, you've done a lot of interviews on this, from the Fort Mac fires and then recently with other fires in the province. But now, Janine, you're in the evacuation alert area yourself. Is this one hitting differently for you?
Oh, there's no question. It's funny. I'm laughing at trying to follow my own advice, maybe not being as good at it. I'm very good at it. Knowing the literature, knowing the advice. Can't say I've been following it, but I am managing the best that I can, certainly. And, the two biggest things that cause anxiety in all of us, kids and adults alike, is a lack of control and a lack of predictability. Guess what wildfires do? So I at least feel a little bit better, even felt a little bit better with the cars packed, everything's ready to go, that the essentials. Although I think, and hopefully something we can all laugh about, is what we considered essential. I'm not sure any of my clothes match, but that's okay. The dog has all of her treats and her toys and her food. So, priorities, right?
That's right. We're not going to worry about what we look like at the end of this or going through this. For those who have been evacuated, and if they don't know if their house is safe or not, what are some ways that they can cope with the stress of all of this?
I think one of the biggest things you can do if you've been evacuated is really trying to pull out all of your distraction skills as best you can. Because at this point, there's nothing else that's within your control. What is going to happen is going to happen. Again, when I talked about that sense of control. So maybe what you're doing is helping out, making sandwiches somewhere, doing something where you feel like you're being productive, like you're contributing, or it's, figuring out what you can do. I know it's hard to go for a walk. It's hard to do some of the normal things, but give yourself permission. It's okay to have a good cry. It's okay to be feeling anxious. It's okay if you want to talk about your feelings to somebody. It's equally okay to binge on a mindless series or just something that really helps to take your mind off of things, because that control aspect is unfortunately gone now. It will come back at some point.
Okay, so adults can tune into Love Island without any kind of reservation. I know I'm making light of it. Sorry. I make jokes when I'm nervous or anxious too.
That's what we need to do in some cases, is it's okay. Once you've taken care of the things that are within your control, it's okay to go and do some things to distract, because the stress levels, this is going to be ongoing for a while, unfortunately. And while we can mobilize for short-term stress, it wears and tears on us over time. So it's okay.
I need to give ourselves grace
Yes.
in this situation for sure. What about for children who have been evacuated? What are some coping strategies for them?
I think one of the biggest things is being honest with them. Asking them what they're worried about and not minimizing those concerns, because, as adults, you're worried about, the big picture, and they're thinking, but, the sunflower that I just planted is maybe not there anymore. And you're thinking, this is really not top priority. But validating those feelings, reinforcing them, also being honest and saying, look, you know what? I'm worried about stuff too. Here's how I'm coping. Maybe we can figure out some coping strategies together. And then again, the biggest thing is emphasizing we're safe. Everybody is safe, and end of the day, we can replace things. We can plant more sunflowers. We can do all of those things. And then again, giving them the time and space to just go and do fun things. It's okay to go and run around and play. And, if you're hanging out at the cousin's house, go and,
be kids.
Yes, yeah. That's really important.
Mm-hmm. If maybe you're just starting to broach these conversations with your children, how should you approach it? How do you start that conversation?
Again, honest in an age-appropriate way. Be careful about monitoring media use or how much they're hearing or seeing. I mean, that's important for all of us. And if it's really stressing you out, make a buddy pact with someone who will text you or call you if there's something you need to know. And then otherwise, stay away from the media. But like I say, be very mindful for little kids, but give them tasks, give them things. If you have the space, let them pack a little go bag with whatever is important to them. You can pack the socks and underwear and the important things and something else for them.
Yeah, my kids would not pack that stuff.
No, of course. Listen, half the adults forget to pack that stuff. But no, let them go and pack what's important and give them either like a phone or an iPad or something and let them go around and take photographs. Or if they're able to like help clean out some of the yard, give them tasks so they feel that they are helping, they are contributing. Again, that helps with that sense of control and, also keeps them busy.
Which is important in these times. For some of the older children, I'll say, the Canada Games are happening through all of this. And thinking about how we enjoy the games and celebrate the athletes, how do we balance the excitement of the games at this time and the sensitivity and stress we might feel around these fires?
Listen, I think it's important for people to be able to enjoy and celebrate because that guilt, I mean, yes, it absolutely comes out. And we're going to be talking for months to come about things like survivor's guilt or like why my house was okay and the one across the street wasn't. I mean, there's a lot of guilt that comes with all of this when you are safe and in a position of privilege, whatever that privilege may be. Listen, I'm in a position of privilege. I have a car that I was able to pack up in advance and, I have places to go. And not everybody is in that situation. So balance that guilt with maybe figuring out, can you make a donation? Is there a way that you can help out and then still go and enjoy things?
And Janine, what are some of the long-term effects of these fires on our communities?
We do know that this is a trauma. Even if it's just the alert piece of things, it can cause trauma responses. And data is starting to show that people do have some of those, some of those symptoms like the anxiety, the difficulty sleeping, the weepiness, all of those can still be present up to a year later, especially when things are re-triggered. So being mindful for anybody who's been through this before, even if they're safe, this is going to heighten anxiety. So some of it is even just being aware of your own anxiety levels and saying, okay, what do I need to do to cope? And being really careful as much as you can to be doing adaptive coping, not maladaptive coping.
All right. Some really important things to keep in mind there. Janine, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Anytime. Thanks.
That's Janine Hubbard. She's a registered psychologist in St. John's.